Oh, he's still on. Big fish. That's a good fish. Good fish. That is a heavy fish. No, 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 no. That might be the way. That's the right species. I just got a feeling that's gonna be a big... Good morning, y'all. We are back home from Belize. We just got in less than 24 hours ago. I saw that we had slick seas and I had to take the jet ski out and try to target down on some oil rigs. I have gotten a lot of word that the cobia are in, so we're gonna throw around, try to get some cobia. We've never landed one on the ski, so we're gonna be doing that a little bit. But if that fails, we're not able to find them, we do got some stuff to drop down, maybe pick up some mangrove snapper, some sheep's head, all sorts of other stuff. I would love to get out of here today with a catch and cook. That's the goal. So yeah, let's rev this thing up, get over that oil rig, drop down, see what we can catch. As always, safety first, we got our kill switch on, and let's go ahead and make our run out. So our cobia set up right here. We just got some Buccaneer chartreuse jigs. You can see we got a lot of dirty water right now. We've had a lot of rain over the last several days, so really muddy. Calls for chartreuse, and then we're just running 40-pound fluorocarbon leader to 40-pound braid. And we're gonna get in here and chunk around. Hopefully we can get bit. Well, I could not get any bites on the jig, so I just got some fresh dead shrimp right here, and I'm gonna be rigging it up on a simple Carolina rig. If we catch a couple of fish on it, I will go over the entire setup. Basically, just want to take the head off of there, kind of thread that hook and hide it the best I can. We got some pretty good conditions right now to catch mangrove snapper. The water is really dirty from all the mud. Mangrove snapper are very finicky, so you got to hide that hook. And we're just going to be dropping that shrimp down around this rig, see if we can give them the bite. All right, let's drop this guy down to the bottom. There he is. Oh, he's still on. Big fish. That's a good fish. Good fish. That is a heavy fish. No, 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 no. Golly. I can't stop him. Can't stop him. Come on. Dang. Whoo. Did not expect that to happen right there. I mean, that was a giant fish. No idea what it was. He took everything from me. Weight, hook, leader, it's all gone. Ah! All right, let's get re-rigged. No clue what that was. That could have been that cobia. Whatever it was, it had some good long runs. All right, let's try this again. See if we can get down there without getting broke off. Fish on, fish on. Another good one. All right, back out. Let's back out. I don't know if it was a good one or if he was hung up in the structure. Come here. That was a good run. I think we got him out to safety. Little old red snapper hung up down in the bottom. There are a ton of these guys down on this rig, but I know for a fact that there's also a lot of lane snapper and a lot of mangrove snapper down there. All right, buddy, get bigger. We'll see you when season opens up. Bye-bye. All right, going back down. Got him. Come on up. Another one on the dead shrimp. Got some weird digs, but I think it is gonna be another red snapper. Yep. So both of these that we have caught have been keepers. They're not giants, but they're probably perfect eating size, right around 17, 18 inches. Have some nice good fillets on these guys. See you later. All right, let's drop back down, see if we can catch something we can eat. I know there's a ton of mangroves down there. I might have to chum them up, and you know, we got some pogies to be able to chum with. If we don't get them here on the shrimp, we'll start chumming for them. This big old sport fisher right here running circles around me right now. It's kind of waking me out. I might have to leave this place. I think you got my shrimp right there. Ooh, come on, come on. Got him, got him. Get your butt up here. Oh, all that structure down there. A little bit bigger, but still a red snapper. Can't do nothing with it. See you later, dude. Alright, so I always keep a rusty pair of scissors in the box right here for cases like this. We got a bag of frozen pogies, and we're just gonna chop them up just like that. And we're gonna bury some of these in a hook, and then the rest we're gonna chunk out for chum, try to get these fish to start feeding real good. And that should hopefully get us a mangrove snapper. Take some of this bait and throw it right there. The current is running that way through the rig, and it's pretty stiff current. So that should activate a pretty decent feeding frenzy right there. Got me a piece of that cut bait rigged up right there. Try to bury that hook as best as possible, and I'm gonna come down on the up current side where I was throwing the bait, see if that gets them to bite. Got them. There we go. First one on the pogie. Dang. Okay. Got some good digs. They're coming up easy now. Be the right species today. Ah, it's still a tiny red snapper. Now I will say, opening day of red snapper, this is where I plan on starting. There are some giant red snapper, and then oftentimes, like I said, cobia come in this area, mangrove lane. But I will have a little bit different bait. I'll plan on bringing some live bait out here. Typically, if I can get some live hardtails or live cigar minnows, that's what gets the big boys off the bottom, and I'll have a lot beefier of a setup. Let's chunk some more chum out right there and drop right in there beside it. Got him. Big fish, big fish, big fish. Come up, come up, come up. Big fish. He's coming up. I'm just in a lot of structure where I'm at. Oh, I got some fish coming up. Big fish coming up eating the chum. I can see them now. Big fish down there. And I'm free lining. I took all the weight off. I think those are big mangroves. Got it. Big mangroves. Really big mangroves, y'all. All right, just got me a new bait chunked out right there. See if I can get him to come up and eat that one. Oh, he's got it. Got him. Got him. Yeah, big boy. Come here. Free lining baits. That might be the way. That's the right species. I just got a feeling that's gonna be a big mangrove. Got them out away from the structure too. Yeah, baby, let's go. Big mangrove. Boom. Yes. Woo. Oh my gosh. Y'all have saw us break off so many times, and here we are with a giant mangrove snapper. I hooked this guy underneath the gill plate right there. Don't know how that happened, but it did. Oh, look at that. We've got some big mangroves coming up now. We've been chumming on them for a while. I got a feeling we're gonna catch several more. We'll go ahead, bleed this guy. I can't show it or they'll cancel me, but all I'm gonna do is take my scissors under the gill plate, cut them real good, and we're gonna throw this guy on ice. Y'all, free lining is definitely the way to go, especially after chumming. I can see them finally. That sun has broke, you know, on the other side of this rig. They are right there. Nothing but mangroves. I could tell They were a lot darker in color. And I'm just gonna leave my bell open right there. Wait till my line runs off so I know I got one hooked. And that's pretty much it. There they are. They're on my bait. They got incredible eyesight, even in this dirty water. There he goes. Got him. Got him. There we go. Come on. Another mangrove, littler one. A little bit smaller, but that's still a keeper right there, I believe. They got to be 12 inches to keep. Yeah, that's a 12-inch fish. We're going to measure it just to be on the safe side. And if he gets off, well, that's going to be all right, because I got a feeling we're going to catch a couple more big ones down there. Got to go 12 inches. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 13-incher. That was another one for the box. Crazy, I can still see them. I haven't thrown chum out in a while, and I can still see them. Down there, it's like they're waiting for more to come at them. Y'all, we just got a visitor. We got a big old shark hanging out with us now. That ain't good. Oh, there he goes. Got him. Got him. Another good one. There. Get your butt in this boat. Boom! Hook just popped out right there. Y'all, that might be bigger than the first one. Y'all, these are some mean fish right here. Probably some of the most aggressive of the snapper species right there. Many names. We call them mangrove right here, also called gray snapper. Some people call them black snapper, but yeah, we call them mangrove, and they are one of the most delicious snapper out here that you can get. You mind if I come in beside you? So I'm fixing to get out of here. I'm gonna give you what I got. I'll go ahead and chop it up for you. But if you spot lock right where you see me, throw 2 or 3 pieces. I mean, there's mangroves coming up like this. I'm gonna cut these up and hand them to y'all. Yes, sir. So we were going to basically fry these whole and just put slices in them, scale them up, but we got people coming over to the house and don't really want to do that because a lot of people here comes little man. You want to touch a fish? You want to touch the little fish? All right. Yeah, gentle. Yeah, little man loves touching fish. Fish? Yeah, fish. Can you say snapper?
Daddy.
Can you say snapper?
Daddy.
Can you say gray snapper?
Daddy.
All right. Yeah, that's a big snapper, huh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. All right. All right, I'm gonna clean some fish, okay?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right, so I thought I was recording when I cleaned this side, but turns out I was not recording. I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside, and we'll start on this one right here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our serrated sword knife. As you can see, we got a whole collection of these knives. They are excellent. Sword does back all their knives with a lifetime warranty, and they are super good about honoring them. If you ever break or chip or your blade rust, they'll replace it for free. But getting into this fish, as always, you know, you got your scales that are running this way. We're just going to come in at an angle to get under those scales, and we're just going to work that fillet around, making sure we get that head meat right there. And then from there, we just turn that blade in, and we want to run it shallow all the way down right there, and kind of just outline our fish. And then once we get through it, we just work it down. Now once we clear the butthole right here towards the back, we just stick that knife through just like that, and then we just work it off the bone till we come out And then from there, we just slide that knife till we get back up to the rib cage. And then we just roll that fillet over, and then we just work it right there over the ribs, just like that. And pretty much it. Now you can, if you want, you can dig that meat off the rib cage. I'm not gonna fool with it. As a beautiful white fillet. Y'all saw us bleed that meat right there. Pretty much got all the blood out on the water. That's a beautiful fillet. From there, it's real simple. We're gonna swap from our serrated knife over to a 8-inch super flex fillet knife. That knife allows me to get flat right there. I'm just gonna pinch down, and just like that, cuts through it like butter. Now with these knives, I will have them linked down below if y'all want to check them out. Click the link in the description. That'll take you directly to their website, and you can pick up some of these sword knives. They are absolutely awesome. They do a great job cleaning the meat up. All right, y'all, check it out. We got our fish fillets right here. This is all the ingredients we're gonna have. We got some hot sauce, some yellow mustard, eggs, and I brought back some seasoning from Belize. This is just some Creole seasoned salt. And then in here, I have equal parts flour and cornmeal, nothing to it. And of course, we gotta have our vegetable oil for frying our fish. And we're gonna be using our outside burner right here. Really simple process. Before we get into cooking though, I got one question for y'all. The summer is fixing to kick off, and there are a ton of species that we can target. There are a ton of places we can go to target those species, right? So I want to know from y'all comment in the section, what do y'all want us to catch the most off of the jet ski this summer? We got cobia, mahi, wahoo, king mackerel, or triple tail. Y'all comment below. Whatever gets the most comments, I will make it a point to make sure I get offshore or inshore and catch the species that y'all want me to catch. Just comment below, what do y'all want to see me catch on the jet ski? And we're going to go ahead, start pulling this whole meal together right here. We got people inside, got some baked beans going on in the oven. It's gonna be a whole good meal. So we got our beautiful mangrove snapper fillets, and what I did basically just cut them up kind of into steaks right there. Different assortment of sizes and stuff. Just cut out a lot of the bloodline and got them nice and steaked up. And the first thing we're going to be doing is taking our yellow mustard, and we're going to be using that, throwing it down as a binder for all of this flavor. So let's do a little bit more. We got some yellow mustard. We're going to go in with some hot sauce. We're using crystals right here. Y'all can use whichever hot sauce you like. Get a lot of that hot sauce down in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and put 2 eggs. Because we got a lot of fish right here, we're gonna do 2. Typically, if it was just me and my wife, I only had, you know, somewhere between 2 and 4 fillets, I would only use 1 egg. But I've got, I don't know, 8 fillets or so in there. So we're gonna crack our egg right there. All right, now for the fun part. We're gonna get in here, toss all of this up, mix it up really well. Make sure this fish gets nice and evenly coated with that mustard, egg, and hot sauce. And that's gonna give us a real good base for our seasoning and our cornmeal flour mixture to really stick to this fish. Just like that right there. And we're gonna let that sit for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And we're gonna go ahead and build our seasoning and our flour. Over to our flour and cornmeal mixture, we're just going to dump a ton of this seasoning in there until we can start to see a significant color change in that, right? You definitely want to see the red popping out. If it's not going to be well seasoned. Let's check that right there. Whew. Definitely got some good cayenne in there. All right, and I think we can roll with that right there. Our flour is now kind of an orangish tint, so we're looking about right. All right, now for this part right here, use my gloves again. I want to pick up this fish and I want to shake off any excess. That looks good right there. It's not dripping off. What I don't want to do is just dump all the contents of this bowl, because if you get all that liquid mixture in there, it's just going to turn that stuff into a brick. So just want to drop it one by one down in there. Get everything in the bag. All right, we got all our fish in there. Now we shake. We'll make sure we shake that up real good. Get everything nice and coated in there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn our burners on right here. And we're gonna use our blaster here. There we go. Get that thing lit. We'll take our vegetable oil and we'll fill it to about 1 inch. All right, we're just gonna keep checking our oil here. We're looking for it to get right around 350. Once it hits 350, we'll drop our fish in. All right, our grease is sitting at a perfect 350 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take our fish and lay it down. Got the nice sizzle going on. And we're just looking for this fish to turn golden brown. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give her a quick flip. All right, so our fish is looking about done. First off, we got perfect color on it, nice golden brown, but one thing I look for is the separation in the loins right there. Once they start to really pull apart, I know that that fish is done. And I am gonna set that in a pan with some napkins down bottom or paper towels. That way all that excess grease can kind of get absorbed into that paper towel right there. All right, y'all, we got our last batch going in right here, but while that's going, this is already cooled down. So you know we can go ahead and do our taste test for you. I'm gonna just take something off the top right there. Do a little, look at that, look at that. That right there is why we want mangrove snapper. Such a clean fish. I know I've said it enough on the channel. I don't know how many videos y'all watching y'all have seen, but I'd say lane snapper and mangrove snapper are, to me, like the best tasting snapper species out there. Just below that, I'd have to give it to vermilion, and believe it or not, the red snapper probably comes in last, but it's still an edible fish. But if I could have mangrove snapper over red snapper, I'm taking this any day of the week. So go in for a bite real quick. I don't know if y'all can hear that crunch, but it's perfect. Like, perfectly seasoned. The fish is just good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish frying this up, bring it into the guys at the house, and we're gonna enjoy it. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed bringing it to y'all. If y'all would, please hit the like button, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to get, I'm still chewing, but we are trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this year, and I need all of y'all's help to be able to do that. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. And yeah, we will see y'all in the next adventure.